Hey there everybody, how you doing today? Welcome back to another Let's Play of 15 minutes or less. Today I am going to be playing NeoCab. Without any further ado, I'm Rabbit Hat Plays, and let's get into it, shall we? Night 1. The Desert of Something. There comes a point in any long drive where your mind goes a little off. It's like the floating lines in the highway hypnotize you in some weird way. Like it's normal to talk to the clouds. Or come up with a name for the 100th Joshua tree you pass in the endless desert. Officially at that point, and so I was Jojo. Only 45 miles to go. To Los Ojo, to my new life. It was like a gift from Savvy called my last week. My life was going nowhere fast, and she knew it. It used to be her life too. Losing jobs to Capera Al. AI, I guess, juggling something. Getting way too comfortable just being sad. Just when she offered to be roomies again, this time at her place in the big city, it didn't matter anymore. Had to come to it. Or what we'd said when we were angry. All that mattered was the road ahead. And that and the battery chargers at my back. Nothing like rolling into your new life completely fresh. No problem, this is cool. You're a driver, just drive. If I could pick up even one ride out here, I'd be in a better place. Maybe. Ooh. I started up NeoCab. Okay, so you started a taxi cab service in a futuristic setting. So this is a futuristic setting where we're playing as a taxi cab driver using what I can only describe as a electric vehicle because we're dealing with battery life instead of fuel. I have no idea what that currency type is. I guess it's credits potentially or it's cents, which would be funny. So my driver rating is currently at a 4.9. I've done 3 rides and I've gained 35 credits. And I'm dealing with an AI, it looks like. So I'm assuming this is going to be something like in the future, in 2555 or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, here we are with Capra Cash. That's what the currency is called, Capra Cash. So where are we going? We are here in the middle of nowhere, and we are headed to that spot to the north. No, we're going south? Am I Liam Bard? I think... No. I think Liam Bard's who I'm supposed to pick up. Faster than a shutter snap. Flaneur. Alright. Let's go to them. Do I have control of the vehicle? For a second, I thought maybe Liam had the pinpoint. This didn't feel like a convenient pickup spot for anyone. I could barely make him out at first. All I saw was desert and dusk. Then I spotted him, a lone figure dragging what looked like huge luggage. He got into the car bags first, then squeezed in. He was there. Hey! Hi, pickup for Liam? You are Liam, right? Yeah, sure. I could feel his anxiety creeping up from the back seat. I can't help it. I absorb that stuff like no tomorrow. I understand this. Sorry about that. Oh, man. All good back there? I thought I spent all day out there in the desert taking photos of the stars and the LO skyline. I thought I'd lost my memory card. The bastard's smaller than a grain of rice. Why do they keep making them smaller? Damn, my heart's racing. His accent was smooth and musical, but I didn't give him that, but you know. Anyway, hello. Imagine it was smooth and musical. Awesome, thanks for picking me up. I wish I could have a little more control of how fast I do these, because I'm not reading as fast as you're making me forced out there. So thanks for picking me up all the way out there in Nowheresville. No problem. I was headed this way anyway. Plus, NeoCamp goes where Capra fears to tread. Where are you coming from? Cactus Flats? I don't know that one. Going to the big city on a holiday? More like a permanent vacation. This car's carrying my whole life right now. I'm moving. Moving? That's huge. How are you feeling? I don't know. I think I'm excited? I think I'm excited. I've never been to Los Ojo before. Stop it. This is your first time in the automation city? Is that crazy? No, I mean, yes. Moving somewhere you've never been to before? Damn, that's so very cool. Don't sweat it. It's mine too, though just vacationing. For work? Sort of. I'm a photographer or something like that. I'm taking a year off from my real job to see what I can make happen. A year to travel the world and take pictures. That's the dream. Savvy and I had talked about doing something like that after college until I couldn't go. Instead, she met a guy, a sculptor, and lived that dream with him. They broke up after screaming fight in Milan, and she came home. I didn't read the rest because I was trying to understand screaming instead of whatever else was there. Or fight versus flight. Moving to my best, I actually haven't seen her in ages. We used to be super close, and then we kind of weren't. Why did that just slip out? I always forget how easy it is to spill your secrets when you're not only making eye contact with the road in front of you. Well, you also want to kind of be able to make conversation, let things kind of flow off the tongue. Oh, for sure, I moved a lot. UK, someplace else's, sort of faded out of different friend groups, maintaining most of my stuff online. Yeah, exactly. So why now? What made you decide to go to the city? She asked. All she had ever wanted to do was ask. I just realized that my life isn't as good without her. I love that. Sometimes it's just the only thing that makes sense. Exactly. It'll be a fresh start for us. I hope. Guess this photography thing is sort of my fresh start. So while you're getting the keys to your new place tonight, I'll probably be snapping pictures of Capra Tower. Capra Tower? Gross. I mean, I hope you get some good shots. Doing a cover shoot for Multinational Monster Magazine? I mean, I hope you get some good shots. Your emotional state affects which options you can choose. What? Wait, what was that little piece of information? My emotional state affects what I can choose? So you mean I can't choose? I hope you get some good shots? My heat flared into my face. Just hearing that name made me furious. I'm just mad at the Capra Towers. I'm not happy for that guy taking shots at the Capra Towers. Doing a cover shoot for Multinational Monster Magazine. And doing a cover shoot for a Multinational Monster Magazine? Hey, whoa. Just a beautiful building. Yeah, you can afford beautiful buildings when you have a monopoly. Sure, I've heard it's very impressive. Again? Okay. You're giving me options. You've given me options here. And you have basically just outright said to me, NeoCab, I'm not allowed to choose that option. Why? Why am I not allowed to choose that option? I just get mad. My hands tightened at the steering wheel. I had nothing good to say about Capra. Okay. Then don't give me the option. Okay, I'm all for options in games to help you play the way that you want to play it. But if you're not going to give yourself the ability to just choose the option and see what happens, I don't know. Yeah, you can afford beautiful buildings when you have a monopoly over the entire tech sector. The spoils of selling out human dignity, right? He shifted in his seat and tried to smile, but it was tight, uncomfortable. Capra. That name carried so much baggage for me. My first driving gig, my only income source. Before they replaced me and every other driver with auto cars, soulless capsules. That's fine. You can be mad at them, but gameplay-wise, don't give me the option to choose an option without, and then just say, no, you can't. I'm not paying attention to what's actually being said on screen right now. I know it's very heavy with the choices. Right, you're not a fan. We don't need to get into it. It's fine. It felt like all the energy in the car had flipped. He was closed off, suddenly cold. I wonder why. This is exactly why everyone says that talking politics with a PAX is the quickest way to something. My 4.9 driver rating definitely didn't want me to push any further. Of course, you're right. I didn't mean to get so snarky. It had gotten into me. My hackles were up and over what? A photographer who just wanted a picture of a famous building? It was exactly what had happened with me and Savvy. I got all emotional over something that wasn't really a big deal, and I pushed her away. You're so volatile, Lena. Like I'm looking for reasons to be sad or worried. Like all my bad feelings just leap out at me and poison my life when actually everything was just fine. I couldn't let that happen again with us. I'm sorry. I guess I'm biased. I think I'm just stressed. It is a pretty great building. I still couldn't bring myself to praise. Don't give me the option! I'm trying to defuse the tension between them. Okay, game. I guess I'm biased. I've kind of got a history with the whole company. It's all good, I just don't want to talk about it. I get there's a lot of baggage attached to LO, trust me, I really do, but I'm not here to pick it up. This week, for once, I'm just a tourist. Please tell me I'm allowed to totally get it. Thank you. I'd have called a Capra. You're much more fun. As the sun went down, I could just make out the first lights of LO appearing out of the desert, suddenly like a mirage. We're almost there. Almost at the city, where the Tower of the Monopoly I absolutely hate. That's okay. City lights spilled across the windshield as we crossed the Los Ojo city limits. Pulled up something or other. I thought about my new apartment, my new life. Yeah. No more nights alone. No more longing for change. I was making the change and I was ready. Are you ready? Here I am, Savvy. It's real. I did it. I pulled up to Liam's destination, a modest hotel. Nice, but it had an art to it. Made sense. Just do a little bit of a parallel parking. You know what this is going on? You're doing something really big, and I think it's going to pay off. Thanks. And sorry again for being so testy before. I'm in a Capra town now, and that's that. It's nothing. I've gotten into my share of arguments with cab drivers before. You have? Yeah, with much worse opinions. And listen, I know you've already got a friend in town, but I'll be crisscross town in neocabs all week. Maybe we'll get paired up again. Alright, sounds good. He shouldered his luggage and headed into the hotel, waving at me as he disappeared through the door. I guess I made it. And my battery's almost dead. But that is all the time I have for this one, everyone. Thank you all for joining. This has been NeoCab. If you want to see me play more NeoCab, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Have fun, everyone.